However, it is no secret that today, the peace that we have maintained and the democracy which have worked hard to build are facing unprecedented challenges. We once again find ourselves in a world where democracy is under threat, and the urgency of keeping the beacon of freedom shining cannot be understated.
All right, well, Fox spoke to people in Taiwan. Do they think America will support them if China invades? Here's what they had to say. Roll it.
Do you think the U.S. supports Taiwan, and should it support it more?
We're not quite sure about that.
You trust the U.S.?
Well, I would say it's a delicate issue. I'm not pretty sure because, it's always about the interest.
I think America only care about themselves. Why we should lie to ourselves, say America will come.
OK. All right, Gordon Chang is with us. He's our China expert. Gordon, if China were to invade, what should we do?
We should certainly militarily defend Taiwan, but we can prevent an invasion by beforehand being clear that we will defend Taiwan and pre-positioning ammunition and other supplies on the island, something we did not do in Ukraine. So there are steps that we can establish deterrence or reestablish deterrence. And we're not taking them right now, which means that war looks increasingly likely.
Why is President Biden not taking those steps?
Because he wants to maintain open lines of communication with China. He wants Beijing's cooperations on things like climate change. And he believes that if he does not take a robust stance, that Beijing will ghost him, which is what it's doing right now, because it's not permitting, for instance, Secretary of State Blinken to go to Beijing, which Biden clearly wants. So we are not defending our interests. We are actually supporting China policies that attack us in the Middle East and elsewhere because we want this cooperation. I think that this is totally misguided on the part of Biden.
Would you say that we're being bullied?
We certainly are being bullied, and there have been so many examples of that, of things that we're not doing. Just to take an obscure one, we are not opening a consulate in Dakhla, which we told Morocco that we would do. This is certainly in our interest. We're not doing it because we do not want to anger the pro-Algeria stance that China has taken. And so clearly we're at a point where we're not defending the interests of our friends and allies. Remember, Morocco was the first country to recognize the U.S. diplomatically, and we're abandoning it because Biden thinks it's a good idea to please Beijing.
OK. Gordon, thanks very much for being with us. I know you'll come back soon because this is an ongoing story and we want your input. Gordon Chang, everyone. Thank you very much, sir.